The Little Mermaid, the Sunken Ship. It was a bright, warm, sunny summer morning. The sun's rays shone down, sending shafts of light deep into the waters of the ocean. Under the sea, Ariel, the little mermaid, stretched in her giant clamshell bed. "What a perfect day for exploring," she said to her friend Flounder. Ariel loved to explore the dark caves and brightly colored coral reefs in the ocean. She had found some wonderful things there. But most of Ariel's true treasures came from sunken ships. The ships were filled with trinkets from the human world, a world that Ariel longed to be part of. Ariel called Flounder, flapping his fins as fast as he could. "Wait for me!" Ariel glanced back at her friend. "Oh, come on now, Slowpoke," she said, teasing him. "We have to find more shells for Alana's present." Ariel was making a special gift for her sister's birthday, a beautiful shell necklace. Just then, Ariel spotted a row of glittering shells. She picked them up one by one until she stopped right at the mouth of a sunken ship. "Wow," said Ariel. "Let's go inside. Maybe we'll find lots of treasures." "Or we could just look outside," Flounder offered. He was afraid of the sunken ships. I think I'd be too. But it was too late. Ariel had already disappeared inside. Flounder hurried to catch up with her. The ship was dark and eerily silent. "There's something spooky about this ship," Flounder stuttered. "Oh, don't be such a guppy," Ariel said with a laugh. "I just know I'm going to find something special today." Ariel and Flounder passed by a broken window. It cast a dark shadow over them. Suddenly, they heard the most terrifying sound. "Reef, reef, reef." The noise was coming from somewhere inside the ship. "I think it might be a monster," cried Ariel, dropping her bag of shells. "Let's get out of here," cried Flounder. For once, Ariel wasn't about to argue. She grabbed Flounder, and they started to make their way out. Just as they reached the entrance of the ship, they swam right into Sebastian the crab. "Ah, Ariel and Flounder!" both screamed. They hadn't expected to see Sebastian, but he'd follow them to the ship. Ariel's father, King Triton, had ordered Sebastian to keep his eye on his daughter, and that was exactly what he was doing. Ariel began to tell Sebastian about the noise that she heard. "Don't be silly, Ariel," Sebastian said. "You're making a big deal out of nothing again." Suddenly they heard the noise once more. "Reef, reef, reef." "Something's definitely in there," Sebastian cried. "And it doesn't sound too happy. Let's get out of here." That night, Ariel couldn't stop thinking about the scary noise coming from the spooky ship. She climbed into bed and fell into a restless sleep. She dreamed she was back in the ship with Flounder. They were being chased by a hideous monster. It had webbed feet, yellow, sunken yellow eyes, and long, razor-sharp teeth. "Help!" cried Ariel. "Help!" yelled Flounder. "Reef, reef, reef," cried the monster. Suddenly, the monster reached out and grabbed Flounder. The monster swallowed him in one gulp. "Oh, no!" He reached for Ariel. "No!" screamed Ariel. "Leave me alone!" "Ariel, wake up!" called King Triton. Ariel sat up and rubbed her eyes. It's the middle of the night, daughter," explained the king. "You were having a nightmare." Ariel told her father about the spooky dream and the terrifying monster. "Only humans believe in monsters," King Triton said, trying to comfort her. The next morning, Ariel gave Flounder a giant hug. "What was that for?" asked the little fish. "You were eaten by a horrible monster in my dream last night," Ariel said. Flounder's eyes grew large. Then they grew even larger when Ariel told him what she had planned for the day. I don't like this. I got a bad feeling about this. "We're going back to the ship," Ariel said, dragging Flounder along. "I left my bag of beautiful shells in there." "I think I'll wait out here," said Flounder, once they arrived at the ship. Ariel's heart pounded as she slipped inside. It was very dark, but Ariel soon spotted her bag. Then, just as she turned to leave, she heard the terrifying sound. "Reef, reef, reef." At that moment, Ariel made a decision. Monster or no monster, she was about to find out what was making that noise. Deeper and deeper, Ariel plunged into the long, narrow ship. The noise grew louder and louder. Ariel tried not to think of the monster with razor-sharp teeth from her dream. She closed her eyes, but when she opened them, the noisy monster was standing right in front of her. Only the monster wasn't really a monster. It was a smiling toy dog. He was made of metal, with a leash and collar that read Rover on it. He didn't look scary at all, thought Ariel. "Aren't you the cutest thing?" said Ariel, laughing. She carried it outside to where Flounder was waiting. "I'll bet Scuttle will know what this human thing is called," said Ariel. Scuttle was a seagull who claimed to know everything about the world of humans. Ariel and Flounder brought it to him. "Ah, yes," said Scuttle. "This is a wind-up toy dog called a Woofenhoofer. Little humans are very fond of these." "In fact," continued Scuttle, "I think I know a little one who's lost this toy dog. She was crying on the beach the other day. It seems the toy dog got swept away by the waves, and it must have ended up in the sunken ship." Ariel frowned. "Then we must return it to her," she said. And so Scuttle dropped the toy dog on the beach near the little girl who was busy collecting shells. "Rover!" cried the little girl, hugging the dog to her chest. She twirled around in a circle, smiling at the toy. Ariel's heart melted as she watched the happy reunion. She would never forget her adventure in the spooky ship and the special treasure she had discovered. And now Ariel headed home so she could finally finish the necklace for her sister's birthday. The end.